What's going on, everybody? This is Positive Anger with myself, Nathan McIntosh, baby dog,
The dip.
on Cinco de Bippo,
It's our day.
and the good doctor, Liz Heather. Thanks for coming back this week, B.
Oh, you're so welcome. It's been a while.
First of all, I want to thank everybody who signed up for the Patreon, patreon.com/positiveanger. There's a few episodes in there. Check them out. Get to the Patreon. Yes. Please rate and subscribe to the podcast on iTunes. As always, there's also a YouTube channel now for this. And here we are.
So great that you finally did it.
The Patreon?
Yeah.
It's been weeks.
No, I'm just saying you should have done it,
Oh, God, I should have done it years ago.
But it's really great that you did it. That's what I'm saying.
When a man tried to send me a Nintendo 64 with a note, and he was like, and it got stolen.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, he sent me he's like, I bought, because I talked about, I just did a thing for the Patreon actually about talking about like video games. And at years ago, I had done something to talk about video games, and he was like, man, you mentioned these games. So I went out and bought them. And he's like, I got the Nintendo 64, and I wrote a note about the podcast and how much I like it. And then the thing got stolen. And he's like, he's like, I can't believe somebody read that note and took that and still took it. He's like, I can't understand.
Yeah, that's awful.
People are scumbags. I mean, I still can't believe that there's people that do fake GoFundMes. I mean, if you do a fake GoFundMe, you should go to jail, right?
Yeah,
this is not.
No, that should be the punishment, no matter what. That's insane. People are insane.
Well, how you doing this week, B? You seem
I'm
pretty
good. I'm relaxed. I'm good.
Hey, you seem pretty relaxed. You seem like
that's what happens when I take a week off from this. I truly relax.
Why did you take a week off? What happened, B? What was going on?
You know, sometimes you just need a quick little break. You need to see what it's like without me on this.
I do?
Yes.
I've known for years what it's like without you on it.
I'm just saying, like, I feel that you appreciate me more when I take time off and then I come back.
Oh, my God.
You know
So it wasn't about you at all. You wanted me to appreciate you. Oh, my God. B, I do appreciate a B. You're not just saying.
Anyway,
that is.
I'm happy to be here,
good.
Recharged and ready.
Good. I get it. I've quit this thing 4 times.
You have not quit. You've taken hiatus.
No, one time I quit. Quit.
For how long?
Month. But I did.
I thought you were gonna say way longer than that.
No.
You've never quit.
No, maybe like a month and a half. But no, I quit though. I was like, hey, I'm out, and I had another idea for a podcast that I was gonna do, and then I was like, why am I? What the hell? And every time I've done it, it's hurt me. It's a stupid thing to do, and you found out the same deal. You took 1 week off, and you're like, oh God, I gotta get back in there. It's part of my life.
I miss it.
That's my favorite thing. I said last week that you had absconded with a Russian soccer team.
That's I wish.
I do too. Once this, and not in a bad way, but once this whole thing's over, B, look.
I know
I hope you get out there.
Look, you've been laying the groundwork for this for weeks now. It's not happening, and
what's not happening?
I'm not getting out of this when quarantine's over.
I'm not. No, I didn't. I don't mean get out.
You're trying to ease me into this idea.
No, I'm not saying get out. I don't want you to get out. I'm saying the world has shifted. If you find yourself out there, and a decent, clean man is like...
Well, I mean, according to you, only coked up apes hit on me, so I don't know. I'll never forget when you said that. It was years ago. I came home and I was like, oh, some guy talked to me on the street. And then you're like, what drunken, coked up ape is talking to you on these streets?
First of all...
I laugh, but it's so funny.
First of all, I would like everybody to know that I was kidding. Coked up ape is a funny thing to say.
It's very
but also, anytime
funny.
you
I'll
leave
never
the house, you're like, hey, UPS guy.
Well,
hey,
I like to tell you.
The USPS guy.
What if
the FedEx
what
guy.
What if somehow you saw an interaction like that? Like, what if you saw someone hitting on me in some way, and then I didn't tell you? But I feel weird to be like, oh, she's considering it, or I don't know. It would just feel
want you
weird
to consider
me.
it. Have the thought in your head. This is what I'm saying to you. The world has shifted. We can't. Here's what I'm saying. Once this is over, we can't just live the way that we've lived. How fucking stupid would that be? There's murder hornets. These hornets, do you know how big these
They're
fucking
not
things
on
are?
this coast yet.
They're on. Washington is not far.
That's on the other side.
They meant Washington State.
I'm fairly certain.
That makes sense because BC has them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Fuck you,
It
Seattle.
would only be at the White House
yes.
in British Columbia.
Yes, I thought they were British Columbia and at the White House.
Oh, God.
Little picket
Look at a
signs
map,
being
Bee.
like reopen America.
The bees have come because they're part of the protesters.
They're
who
not
wanna-
bees.
I'm sorry. The hornets have come because they want the economy
Yes.
to open back up.
Open this up so the bees can get back to work so we can eat the
That's
bees.
so funny.
Have you looked
Eating
at? First
bees.
of all, you obviously you know that if bees are done, we're done.
Yeah, I know the cultural effects of bees. I'm allergic to bees. I have to know about them. I truly have to know what's
Cultural effects.
what's going on with them, how they're doing.
As soon as bees are done, there's no more bee music. There's no more bee movies. Bee movies. Bad horror movies.
Oh, I love Bee Movie. Do you ever see Bee Movie?
Yeah, I've seen Bee Movie. But no, I was talking about Bee, like Bee.
Good. No,
like
I know.
horror
I was
Bee.
talking about the Seinfeld movie. It's such a good movie. Children of all ages, adults of all ages. Great movie. But go on.
Hey, you've heard it here first. Seinfeld, talented man.
Who would have thought?
So, to get back to the murder hornets.
Yes.
And also just the okay. So all I'm saying is we cannot live the same way that we live. So
I disagree, but I understand.
You don't disagree.
Because-
B. This is okay. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, go on.
The whole thing is shifted. At any point in time, the world can change. And we
Yes.
know that now. At certain
But I
points,
mean,
you
that was
kinda think
always true, though.
Yeah, but you only think that in terms of like people close to you can change or something like that, or like, hey, maybe friends are gonna leave or move,
Yeah.
but not that the entire world will fully shift.
Okay.
So in that, who knows what else is coming down the pike? And what are we going to do? Lock ourselves in here for the rest of time? Never fucking the cooked up apes? If it's a clean...
I mean,
First, well, anyways. So with look, I wouldn't be upset. All I would ask
you
is...
would never be upset. This has not
That's
changed your opinion on anything. You've always said if you find someone good, go for it. That's been your vow to me.
That's not
That
my
that has
vow.
been your unspoken vow. It's always been that. You've never been like, stay with me about anything. You've never
That's not
asked
true.
that. That's never
That's
been
not
the
true.
case. Ever.
I say that with my actions.
How?
I say that with my words.
How?
Look around you, B.
So
Take
you
a
can't-
fucking gander.
Oh my
Wall
God.
to wall.
Us
huh?
living in an apartment together is you saying don't leave? That's not true.
Nicer apartment. What is it? What's it saying?
It's saying I like our life together.
What's that saying?
That's not. No, that's very different from saying don't leave me. Not that I want you to say that anyway.
Yes,
I'm
you
just
do.
saying.
You want me? This is what
I
you want me to
never
do. This is what you want me
say
to do.
that to me.
You want
I
me
would
to
never
be?
want a man to say that to
You
me.
want
I
me to
don't
be-
ever want to be like needed. I want to be wanted.
You
That's what
want
everybody
me
wants.
to be bleeding? Okay, I'm bleeding in the bed.
Bleeding from the head.
I'm bleeding from the head in the
bed.
bed.
Yeah.
And I'm barely.
And you're outreaching,
uh,
and you just need my touch.
If you could just
Fucking second.
close
That-
the wound,
your
but you're gonna
mind-
say, I need you to say that you want me. And
Oh
I'll,
my God.
well, that's what you want.
Oh my God.
You want me? You know what you kind of want? You want like Misery.
Paul
Sheldon,
I'm
you want
Kathy
me?
Bates in this. What a
You want-
compliment! Wow, 10 years in, and you're comparing me to Kathy Bates in Misery.
What was her
And
name in the
that's what-
movie?
I have no idea.
Annie Wilkes. I'm not comparing you to. I don't mean in that way. I mean in the way that you want me to only need things from you. That's what you'd like. You don't want me to be. You don't want me to be out there. This is why. This is why. No, this is not incorrect. This is why.
Why what?
The other night when I said to you, I go, "Hey, I'm gonna watch a movie." Now, if you said to me, and I truly think
I'm not
this.
allowed to ask what movie are you gonna watch. What
I
a crazy question.
I want to run this by just about every man, okay, who's married,
Here it
girlfriend,
goes.
whatever.
Men, women.
If
go.
you're men, women, if you, we are, I am man, you are woman.
God, we clash about
For
this.
now,
Go
we're
on.
gonna clash about it. When I get out of this, I might change. I've been feeling like a woman in here.
Right. Ah! Blah! Boo! Boo!
So
go on.
I want to know, okay? Most men, I really think this. If your girlfriend,
I
wife,
hate this
whatever,
already.
says to you, "I'm gonna watch a movie," Do you say A, what movie? Or do you say, go for it? I think
What kind of
most
weirdo wouldn't ask what movie? It's such what kind of
No, because
first of all, no. For someone to say that, first of all, I live here too, so you're acting like I'm a stranger in the hall, being like, "Oh, hey, I'm gonna go watch a movie," and I'll be like, "All right, enjoy yourself." We share a space. If you're out here watching a movie that I want to watch, that
that's the
love,
thing.
and I would watch again,
this is what I mean.
What's the problem? Open
you're
your
never-
heart, my
you're
friend.
never- my heart-
Open
my
your
heart's open.
being
My heart is
to
open.
letting
My
someone
heart is open.
Experience joy with you.
No, but this is the point. You can't let a man experience any joy if it does not
That's
go through.
so incorrect.
This
because
is what I'm
I
saying.
let you experience all the joy you want in this room without asking what you're gonna. What are you doing tonight? What's up
B.
out there? That's not even true.
But see, this is the
you
thing.
can
If
do
I-
fuck all in here, and
if
I'm not
I-
gonna care, and I'll
if
be in
you-
there doing whatever
if
I want to do.
If you were watching a movie, I'd be like, I don't care. I wouldn't be like, what? And if it would it. So this
you
is
are
why I even
such
said,
a liar.
This is why
If
I even said-
I'm first
you're
of
right,
all,
you wouldn't watch.
first
You
of
wouldn't
all,
be watching
you're
a
not
movie that I
gonna-
like.
No,
That's first of all. You'd be
that's
watching
not first
Gilmore
of all. We
Girls
have
Go to
many movies
Europe.
in common.
or
Don't even
Frasier.
Frasier goes
Frasier
to
drives
France.
a
Fuck
cab.
you. No, fuck
Bam,
you.
bam, get in, Niles.
You're
These
an
are the things
asshole.
that
First
you would
of all-
watch.
First of all, there's no way in hell I'm going to get access to this living room and you're going to be just put in the bedroom to be on your laptop and
That's not
you're
true.
not going to ask me
That's
what am
not
I
true.
doing out here. Has that
I know
happened
what you're watching
once?
in here. I know
since
what you're.
we've-
I know what you're doing in here. You're watching some rerun of Little House on the Prairie. You're
I've
watching
never seen that
Dr.
show.
Quinn,
Don't- why-
Medicine Woman,
you're
the
creating an
Redux.
image of me that does not exist. Please don't do that.
Okay, here's what you're watching. You're watching Frasier. You're watching Seinfeld. You're watching Simpsons. You're watching
That's
Gilmore
not
Girls.
True. That's not true. I've
How
been
is that-
watching more movies that I haven't seen in
What's
a very
the
long
last
time
movie that you watched?
by myself without
Yeah.
you. Crazy Rich Asians.
And you didn't tell me, huh?
Yes, I did tell you. I told you I was going to watch it.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. Because
Well,
you're
here-
like, what are you going to watch in there? Because you're a human who asks these questions. The way that you misremember things, it's very cute and it's not accurate.
Well, now that I am. No, that is not what. First of all, can we just get back to this? I know, baby dog. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, she's
It
really
is
on your side,
ridiculous.
sitting in your lap. Go
So
on.
when we were in the kitchen, this is what I knew. This is when I knew. I go, I'm gonna watch a movie tonight, and it wasn't that you weren't. You know,
I'm
you
never
did-
going to say another word. Go on.
What are you talking about? No, you can do whatever you
No,
want.
you-
I like watching
tell
movies with
me-
a B.
Then where is this coming from? You're trying to say
Because this night
these stupid women come in. Go on.
I am saying that if a woman wants to have a time, most men are going to be like, have it. If a man wants to have
Not
a time,
true.
most women are going to be like, where are you going?
Not true.
Who are
at
you
all.
going with? Who are you going to talk to? Is it going to be fun? You're actually, and I'll be very serious here. You're different than about, I'd say 92% of women. And I'm serious.
First of all,
You don't, here's the thing. You
I
don't talk to
understand
women. You talk to your women.
what is it? Who are women if
You
not
don't
my women? We're all women.
Oh, yay. Is there different levels of men?
What are you talking about in terms of trash?
Sure.
Sure.
Okay. So, but every woman is the
Don't
same
lead
woman.
me to your point. Go on.
Every sister's doing it for themselves.
You had that in your fucking pocket.
No,
I'm just
we're
saying.
talking.
Okay, all right. I think you're being a little bit like you're generalizing all women. Like all women are gonna ask you about this. That's not true.
Well, I'm generalizing because what am I going to do? Name names? Every fifth woman named Sarah is going to ask you where you're going.
Enough about women to say anything about a blanket.
I think personally,
You think
I
you
know
know
more
more
about women
than
than
I
you
do.
think.
That is
No,
one
not
of the
that
most
you
offensive-
know.
Yes,
Not that you
you've
know, but
said
that
it
you
before to me.
think that I know. You think I know nothing about women. You think that I know
mean,
absolute
what do you know
zero.
about women?
I grew up with a woman, one woman, looking in my eyes.
Therefore, expert.
I didn't
That's
say
what you're
expert.
telling me.
I didn't say expert. I say I know more than you like to believe that I know or give me credit for. You think I'm some kind of fishing dad wearing plaid down at the river listening to fucking CCR ready to fix a motor in a garage. That's what you think. You think I'm a slap-shotting, rootin' tootin' truck
Tell me
driving
more about what I think.
dad. That's what you think.
All right.
That is what you think.
It's not true. Okay.
Can we get back to this real
Okay,
quick? And then we
yes,
got to go
what?
to murder hornets.
Yeah, what?
What? Don't you threaten me. Don't you attack me.
Don't fucking throw that bottle. What?
This one?
I'm not gonna. I know. They're very. I'm happy with them.
So, but I knew this was so I had a rough week. Okay, I had a rough week, and these happen.
So I shouldn't have asked you what movie you're watching.
First of all, let's just. This is not what I'm saying. Let me just run through this. Okay. We all have our times. I really did have like a ridiculous panic attack the other night where I was like, I was up all night. You were fucking rolling your bag, snoring all over the place, like you say to me sometimes.
Doesn't happen.
You're going like that. You probably drink coked up ape.
I'm dreaming of said coked up apes. Wonderful, wonderful.
And baby dog is.
No, she does that more than anybody. Everybody knows she just sort of talks
her little.
In her sleep. I hate it when she's dreaming and you like let her.
I love her dreams.
Because what if they're nightmares and she needs to get out of it?
I love it. Her little dreams. I don't know if you have a dog, maybe they dream. Really she kicks cute. And she goes.
She's really fighting fucking people off in her dreams.
I'd love to know. I really wish I would pay just about any amount of money to see one of her little dreams. Oh my
God, so much.
Because I assume it's her protecting us, fighting demons, kicking out burglars.
Curious. Yeah, I'd really, really want to know because she never she's not like that when she's awake. She's a pretty demure, even-tempered lady.
So we were in the kitchen, okay, and I'm not saying that, but this is where I knew. So I had a rough week, and I just wanted some me time. And I had seen a movie that I was like, I wanna watch this. Okay?
What was the movie?
It was called The Abyss.
Okay.
1989, James Cameron.
Ed Harris.
Yeah. First of all, 80s movies, great. James Cameron, great. And I had never seen this, and I was like, oh, and it's that's the other thing too. This is really the major part of it. I had a long week. Okay, tough fucking week down at the docks. Throwing boxes, Amazon shipments from the freight ship.
Yep, the freight ship. The old freight ship.
Onto the cargo vans. Tough. So I was like, and I really wanted to watch a long movie. That's really what it was.
Okay, before you go on, I know none of this at this point. This is all happening in your mind, all these decisions, all these thoughts. You have chosen to not let this out to me at this point in time. Just so you know. Just tell the story like it is.
I had brought it to you to bring it out, to let you know. And this is what I was meant with.
How did you bring it to me?
So
you literally, all you said, you didn't say anything about your fucking week, about wanting a long me time. I've never heard you use that phrase in your fucking life. You come to me, you're like, I'm going to watch a movie.
Because I really wanted to watch a long movie.
How am I supposed to know all this other stuff is attached unless you
Because you don't even like watching long movies. You don't. You flop, you flip, you fucking click. You're looking at things. I do know things about you. I watch you.
I don't like
I'm on the
long
couch.
movies. What is that based on?
Remember when we talked
I love Titanic. That's the longest movie.
I also love Titanic.
Okay, well, maybe this is something we have in common. And you didn't know because you never asked and you just assumed.
I don't need to ask.
Go on, so you say to me.
I don't know how. I don't know how many people I need to ask. Do you not like Titanic? It's a pretty small list.
I'm just saying.
There's definitely people that don't like it, but I think if we're really, unless you just want to be a criminal who's on Reddit all the time, you like Titanic. It's a good fucking movie. It's done well. It's good. I mean, all Jesus. Right. And if you don't like it, okay, I can believe you. But I think by and large, more people like Titanic than do not like Titanic. Okay. Am I crazy?
I mean, I don't know, but I would assume that you're right.
Do you know? Okay, and I'm gonna get back into this. But one time, so you remember obviously The Dark Knight?
Of course.
2008's Dark Knight. I saw that movie 3 times in theaters. Night 1, saw it, loved it, whatever. Saw it a couple times a week. And that week, I went on a date with... Okay, so first of all, set this up. Me and the chrysalid, Adam Christie, were biking through the streets of Toronto, and I was like, I'm going to run for mayor. So I started waving at people, just being like, hey, hi, just whatever. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Young, had a bike, probably had some shit cardigan on.
Oh, yeah.
I posted that picture.
That's a guarantee,
man. I posted that picture on Patreon, and a couple people were like, "Yikes!" And
I
can't.
Thank you.
I remember when I saw that before. But just me in general, not just the cardigan. I remember when that picture was posted years ago.
Yeah.
I went, "Oh my God! I look fucking horrible.
I mean, I disagree. I don't think you look
You're
horrible.
blind.
That's so incorrect. I can see really close up. But just
Yes,
from
exactly.
Far away. I look closely at that picture, and I think
You have to-
that's
you
not
have
a
to-
creepy
you're-
man.
you
That's just
basically-
literally like you just look young. Like you look like a baby boy.
Mm-mm.
You look super young, and your eyes are so wide.
I think I look younger now. I look like a guy who had just.
You don't.
I look like a guy who had just been forced to watch Requiem for a Dream 9 times in a row. But anyways, so I'm biking down the street and running for mayor, and we end up meeting this woman and asked her out, went on a date with her. Okay.
Yeah.
And she was like, European as fuck and real like. Strict. It was like insane. I didn't notice this when we were talking.
European as fuck.
That would make sense to anybody who's ever talked to. You ever go on a date with a person that's European as fuck,
hardcore European,
and you're not like Eastern European? How is your drink? Satisfactory. It was just real like fucking But anyways, it was right after the movie had come out, so I was like, oh man, did you see? I don't know how or why. I was like, Dark Knight. It was great, and she was like, it was horrific. And then went on to why, like cinematography, bad, acting, terrible. And she's like the whole part of the story of like, she went into the story behind the story, which is like, this is good versus evil, and this is society. And I was like, oh man.
This is on the date? On
the date. And also, she told me that like, her dream relationship was to be in a relationship with a man and a woman. She's like, it's big wherever the fuck she was from.
I love that you don't know.
I don't know. I went on.
That would be like the highlight of this story.
I went on 2 dates with this lady, and when I was too young and scared to really fucking make anything happen, I was like, I gotta get the hell away from this psycho. I gotta get out of here.
I love that you didn't date her again because you were scared. That's funny.
I couldn't. There was the only ins. These would have been the only ins sexually with this lady. All aggression. It would have just been. Nothing but I would have to just grab her and throw her into a fucking wall. I was a tiny baby man.
You're not doing that with a cardigan like that.
I have done it in a cardigan, but this would have been serious. She would have threw me back. We would have got it. Would have been it would have been a backyard wrestling match. So I was just like, I can't. I'm out. But just talking about movies that most everybody likes, but you will meet the odd person.
Yeah, that's true.
I come into the kitchen because that day I had a rough day. And I was like, I want to watch a long movie. What I would have loved to have watched, but we don't have it, is Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I love that fucking movie. And I just wanted to watch a movie with acting. And I saw The Abyss, and I was like, oh, this is going to be acting. And I was like, I'm going to watch The Abyss. So I go into the kitchen.
I'm the monster.
I didn't know. Nobody's calling you.
Go on.
I go into the kitchen, and I go, hey, B, I'm going to watch a movie. And you go, this is where you're washing a dish or something. And you go, what movie? And I go, here we go. I go, I knew it. I go,
God forbid. Okay, go on. Fucking tell your shit story.
But it was the way, it was your tone. You didn't just go, oh, what movie? You were like, what movie? You sounded like, well, really, are you? Is that what you're going to do? So I go, I'm going to watch a movie. You go, oh, what movie? And I go, okay. I go, The Abyss. You go, who's in that? And when you said who's in that, I go, I'm not watching The Abyss. The Abyss isn't going to be mine. I'm now going to have to sit down.
How do I ruin a movie?
You
what
didn't
are you
ruin.
talking
I'm
about?
not saying
no,
that.
But that's what you're alluding to.
No.
You're dancing around the fact that I would ruin this movie experience.
Oh no,
you didn't. No, go on.
Not that you would ruin the movie, but that you gotta be there. You can't
live here.
You can't let me just watch a long movie with some acting.
Sit in the closet or?
No, I'm just. Look, we've had our nights.
Yeah, we have had our nights, and I don't know if you noticed this, but we hadn't had one of our nights for a good couple of nights.
But this is what you
and
say.
Also, I was like, oh, maybe, I swear to God, when you were like, oh, I might watch a movie, I thought that was not an invitation, but I thought it was like on the path to an invitation. So that's why I was intrigued and asked more questions. God forbid I want to spend time with you.
If you want to spend, you don't want to spend time with me.
You keep telling yourself that.
You tell me that every day. You yell from the room.
I love spending time with you. Everyone knows I love spending time with you.
That's only because you don't like when I spend time on my own because you don't like me to have
Oh
any goddamn
God.
fun without you. I'm joking because you're. I swear to God, you're
have
different
all
than
the
about.
fun all
You're
you want.
different than
Tell me
about
about
80.
the fun you had later.
You're different than about 89% of women, and I swear to God.
I don't want to rob
I swear
the fun
to God.
of your life.
Do you know how many women want to rob the fun? Do you have any idea?
I disagree.
Do you know the messages
I
I
think
get?
women just
Do
want
you
to
have?
be included sometimes. I don't think they want to
no.
rob men of their fun.
You wrong. You wrong. The messages I get from friends of mine, you're wrong.
Messages from friends of what about what? What do you mean?
Oh my God, who are like, I gotta circle every time I want to do a thing. It's gotta be like it's all. There's no. It's like you want to be a part of every. There's no. You're not allowed to have anything of your own.
Okay.
Yes.
I disagree.
Again, you're different than about what did I say? 89%. 78%. I'm going to keep lowering it.
Look, I understand you're trying to, that's like supposed to be a nice thing to say to me, but I think you're incorrect about women. I don't think women are trying to rob men of fun.
But see, and
I don't think they're trying to just like insert themselves in all the fun that they're going to have.
When you say that, I am not, I don't mean all women.
You're
I don't
saying
mean
a lot.
all. Man, I'm lowering. It's about 61%. I'm lowering the
hate
stats.
These fucking percentages. The fact that they're always like 82 or 63.
I've mapped
make
it out.
them 80 or 60.
I've mapped out in my head. I know what's going on. Anyways, I said I'm gonna watch, and you were like, "Who's in it?" And I was like, "Well, there we go." And I didn't watch it that night, and I was like, "Okay, well, watch it Monday." So then we did end up watching it, and I don't even remember what I did that night. I tried to watch. You know what made me fucking mad that night?
Christ,
because I just wanted to watch a long movie. That's all that I wanted to do. I swear to God, I don't know why. I just did.
Okay, go on.
I was gonna watch Goodfellas, but I was like, "Fuck!" I put Goodfellas on weeks ago, and I was like in and out, kind of watching it. I own it. I've seen it so many times. Then I was like Irishman. I was like, I've seen Irishman so many times. And then I was like, what about? So whatever. I ended up watching. I tried to watch a movie. Either way, I hated the movies that I hated them.
Well,
I would get like 20 minutes through something. Well, first of all, you've never seen this movie, I believe. In Too Deep. You've never seen In Too Deep. LL Cool J, Omar Epps. You've never seen it.
I saw it in theaters.
You didn't see it in theaters.
I definitely, if I wouldn't have watched it by myself, I wouldn't have ever rented it.
You definitely, during that time, B, you were sitting in a McDonald's parking lot, listening to Soundgarden. Don't pretend. Okay, so anyways.
I don't want to watch a movie with you ever again. Can we say that right now? Ever again. Separate movies from, when people do separate vacations? Separate movies. That's what we're instituting.
Separate vacation is a good idea.
Separate vacation is an amazing idea. Separate movies.
If we ever get to go to the theater again.
Yeah, different. What do you want to see? I'll meet you at the end, brother. I don't know. Maybe that's the key to ultimate happiness. Separate movies from now on, though. But go on.
Separate movies from now on.
First of all, it's very cute that you're blaming me for whatever shit you watched that night because you couldn't watch The Abyss because I wanted to watch it with you.
No, I'm not blaming you.
That's
I'm
not
just
my
telling
fault.
you. No, I know that. I'm not blaming you. I'm saying what happened. So I really wanted to watch The Abyss, and then when I ended up, I used to love In Too Deep when I was a kid. I loved it, and then you watch it now, and you're like, man, there's about 25 minutes of this movie that are good, and the fucking middle is just it's so offensively bad. It's fucking bad. But as a kid, you're dumb. You're 13. Your friends have a little bit of weed. You're like, oh, this is great. Ugh, it's terrible. So I shut that the fuck off. And then I started something else. I was like, ugh, and I hear you in the room giggling. You're laughing.
Well, I mean, I'm not sorry about that. But
so
go on.
I'm not saying you should
I
be.
have a great night in there
I know.
sometimes.
I'm not saying you should be. It's just I was like, God damn it!
That's
now
funny.
I have to wait to
I
watch
didn't
this
even know
movie.
this.
I know I was on here mad, and you're in
Great.
there going.
That makes me so much happier.
Gilmore Girls.
Who
You were
laughs
watching-
at Gilmore Girls, you psycho? I was obviously watching The Simpsons. Don't be an idiot.
So anyway, so you're having a great time, and I was like, oh fuck it, whatever.
That
So we
makes
go to
this-
bed.
This is a good story.
And then Monday night, we're
became a
like,
good
we're
story.
going to watch it, which is great. I love the nights where we're like, we're going to do a thing. We smoke a little bit of weed.
Yeah.
And we're like, we're going to watch The Abyss. And I was
It's an
all for
event.
it.
It's nice.
I did not even like The Abyss. I didn't fucking like it.
That's the cherry
All
on
the
top of all this,
goddamn-
'cause I liked
and
it.
you liked it.
I liked it.
As we were watching it, I was
There were
like,
so many things that were happening that I was like, oh, I didn't expect that was going
too
to happen.
many things that were happening.
But
That's
I
the
didn't
thing.
expect that to. It really did build into a lot of things. I'm like, huh. That's a lot.
I don't
very
think
original.
if you would have if you would have
very original.
if you hadn't smoked weed, I don't think you would have liked it.
Maybe.
There's too many things going, and
It's-
I did,
yeah.
but I was like, why the fuck? This guy's trying to get a warhead,
You can't
and
keep
this guy's
questioning.
trying to get, and there's aliens. I go, what the fuck is this movie?
a
And then it
good
just
movie.
ends. I really don't like any movie
like
where it
the
just ends
ending.
like the whole world's on fire and a man just sees a woman. Hey, you.
Well,
Hi,
I mean,
Chuck.
at that
And they
length, how
fucking
are you
hug, and
supposed
there's
to end
big
it?
goddamn.
It's a big movie.
There's a fucking alien in there. Credits. You know
I
what I
liked
mean?
it. I
There's
thought
a
it was
guy.
cool.
Hey, everybody! I just came out of the ocean because a fucking alien ship brought me up here.
Well,
Fucked,
I mean,
huh?
I thought
Credits.
I thought it was really cool.
I
and
know
it
you
was
did,
very fun.
and I'm happy that you liked
I
it.
looked over at you. You were seething.
I was like, I waited. First of all, I just wanted to watch it that night, and then I waited 2 days, and I'm watching it,
so
and
the
I was
wait
like,
is a part of it.
and then I'm like, yeah, because the movies that I ended up watching that night, I hated
So
too.
essentially, it wasn't the abyss that sucked. It was me watching it with you that made it suck. That's where we're
No,
landing.
I'm not saying that. I'm
What
saying
are
I
you
was
saying?
upset about The Abyss because I was very excited to watch it. I waited 2 days to watch it, and then I was like, oh, God. And the only thing I kept thinking while we
It
were
is
watching
funny
it,
that I liked
I
it.
was like, oh, my God, there's no way anybody had a good time on this set. It's
Yeah.
all underwater in small little rooms. It's
Yeah.
like there's no way anybody had a good time. All I kept thinking was, like, I would love to see the documentary about this
About
where
making
people are
it?
just
Yeah.
punching other people soaked. Like, you remember, you've obviously seen The Revenant.
Yeah.
I remember the first 12 seconds of The Revenant. I was like, I couldn't do this. I mean, you're wearing fucking fur in the water. That's the worst thing I've ever.
Yeah.
You smell like hell and you're wet. You're going to be wet forever. You're going to be literally wet that entire time that you're. I'm like, I can't. Yuck. So watching this high, I was like, how are you doing that? Your boots are wet. Your shirt's wet. Your hand's wet.
Question: you just gotta let it overtake you. That's why I think
No,
I liked
but
it.
I was too. You were in the.
I mean,
good-
you were already mad about the situation, so maybe that didn't
No, I
help.
wasn't that night. I was like, okay, we're gonna watch The Abyss, but then I was like, oh my God. But anyways, it was an all right time.
I liked it. You should,
We'll watch
everyone
it.
should watch it. I think it's pretty fun.
It's on HBO Go. It just got
Ed
there.
Harris hates it. He won't talk about it in interviews, which is funny. But it was a really good movie.
It was well. It
Super
was.
original. That's honestly, if a movie's original, I'll be a big fan probably.
Yeah.
Most of the time, they're not, so that sucks. But if they are,
Remember how wrong we both
Yeah.
were about? Well, we didn't even know each other at the time, but remember how wrong?
Avatar?
Yeah.
I literally remember seeing a trailer for that like 6 months before it came out, like a teaser, and I was with my brother in the theater, and he didn't say anything. He like loves all movies. He didn't say anything. I look over and I was like, "This is gonna sink James Cameron's career. This is gonna be the biggest flop of all time. It looks like a piece of garbage."
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the fucking blue, like it looked so bad. I maintain that it's still probably a bad movie. I never saw it.
I never
Did you
saw it
see
either.
it?
No, because it looks
so
horrible.
Bad.
But we've argued about this before. Anytime I see a trailer, I'm like, "Fuck that! I'm not going." Same as the goddamn
Yeah.
super strict fucking European lady. I saw 2 trailers of that and was like, "Christ, this woman's gonna eat somebody's." She definitely eats bats
It's
or
really
just.
funny.
She was. I don't know what happened to that woman. I'd love to know what country she's in charge of now. But
Was she living in Toronto or was she visiting
yeah, she
or
was.
something?
Was she living in Toronto? She's not.
This is
She
hard
wasn't
to
from.
know.
She. I don't remember. Christ.
That's
We're
funny.
talking
though.
about Dark Knight days, for God's sake.
Yeah, that's
but-
a good movie.
So I remember seeing the trailer for Avatar and going, "Oh my!" Because it was like James Cameron, director
'cause
of
it was supposed to be
Terminator
a big
2,
fucking deal.
Terminator, and then it was like, "Hi, I'm Blue. hey, I'm in the woods. You ever be blue? You ever
People
be
were
in the
flying
woods?"
and stuff. It
And
was
I went,
shit.
"Oh my God!" I remember laughing. I was like, "This is the worst
Yeah.
thing I've ever seen." And then the
Yeah.
next week,
Yeah.
it made 2.5, but I don't care. I truly don't care about. I don't care how much money something makes. Doesn't make it good.
That's
I
true.
don't care. I understand that I basically should be living in the woods with a little tinfoil hat,
That's coming.
cracking walnuts, eating them, and watching movies with acting in them that only me and 12 other people like.
Mm-hmm.
Because every time a movie has acting in it, people are like, "This is shit." And if it has a blue
That's
fucking
not true.
psycho,
There's always going to be people like you. It's just there's not.
I'm saying it's when I went to, I mean, I'm talking about whatever. We're gonna get out of here. We gotta get back to Murder Hornets. When I was in San Antonio by myself, I went to see King Kong, and I've talked about this before, so I'm just gonna say it quick and leave. The first 10 minutes of King Kong are so good. Skull Island, so good. It's so good. It's like serious and dark, and you're like, "Oh my God!" Did they make like a? And then there's just jokes Like it goes from zero to jokes.
You really
I hate
don't like
jokes.
jokes.
And people are in the theater laughing, and I want to just throw things at them. I'm like, you just got why do you think this is good? You fucking idiot! You
How
just
bad it makes you.
it was this, and then it just switched. Imagine you're watching Friday the 13th, right?
Yeah.
And it's all scary and everything, and then he goes to chase somebody, and it's like bam, 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 and just the
Yeah,
Benny Hill theme plays. But people in the theater, I guess,
There
were like,
are
"Oh man!"
There are too many jokes. You're right. You're
So,
very
anyways,
right.
murder hornets.
We're back. And we're back.
Murder hornets might take a cell out, and you got to be afraid. They're 5 times bigger than a bee, and
So what is that like?
that's way bigger than that. That's like a bee.
That's not a bee.
That's
a
a
bee is like that.
No,
What bees are you looking
don't
at? Maybe
know.
like a queen.
You don't know
even
your
a
bees.
queen- I don't know my bees.
You don't know your bees.
This is like a queen bee.
This is like a bee. It's like
That's
a bee.
exactly the same.
No, your hand. They're big, man.
Do you know anything
They're
about
big.
bees?
I'm looking it up. They're big. They're like this.
Okay.
They're like that big. They got a head.
They've got like a shell thing, right?
They can chop the head off of a bee, and their stinger can sting through a beekeeper's fucking suit.
Yeah, I did read that.
They've already killed 50 people in Japan.
How
and
many?
50. And it could be very bad.
How did it get here? Did you read about that? Did you know that?
Well, flights are cheap. I don't know. It's probably
Nobody's
fucking
flying right
Delta's flying. You know, anybody. Who wants to fly? Hornets,
It's just
and they got a
odd.
little
Like, how would
a
they
little
get this
hornet
far
in a
over
suit.
here?
They got a little hornet and a buckle up hornet, meow, meow, and they just buckle them in. They give them a little bee.
I really don't know how they got here.
I mean, rats came in ships. These little fucking things. Who knows, man? They get in a goddamn crate. They're probably on some. Well, they could be in
Yeah.
bees. They could be shipping a bee, and they're in there eating a bee,
I don't-
or they're
who's
on some
shipping
kind
a
of
bee?
fruit. People ship bees all over the place.
That's not
I got a
true.
friend who's a beekeeper in Ontario.
Is he? And he's shipping them?
She ships
I
them.
thought
He ships
you
them.
cultivate, like you grow your colony.
Yeah, but where does he
there.
get them? Does he walk down the street asking, "Have you seen any bees?"
You're not shipping a bunch of bees.
That's how they get bees around. They ship bees.
I don't know enough about this to argue, but I'll
Bees
look into
get
it.
shipped.
And we'll come back to it.
Bees get shipped. How would you get a bee? Walking around
I
looking
don't know.
for bees?
Bees are out there.
Yeah, but you gotta ship a bee. People ship
All right,
bees.
okay. I don't know that I agree or believe, but I'll let it go.
All right, let us know if you think people ship bees.
Don't let us know. I don't care. I don't
People
want to
ship-
know if they ship bees. I don't think they do, but go on.
I don't want to know, but I don't
hornets.
think they do. That's the mark of an intelligent person.
So I'm dumb now.
just saying.
Great.
I don't think they do,
All right,
and I
so
don't
you're
want to know any
worried
different.
You're worried about hornets. That's that. Yes?
The murder hornets.
They're not coming over here yet.
They'll get here. Who doesn't want to come to the Big Apple?
They want to come and make it.
Murder hornets will be in New York City. There will be, so we'll have roaches, rats, pigeons.
Do you remember when you learned that roaches could fly?
Yes, because I saw it. I was trying to go into
I
my
didn't
old
know it either.
apartment. There was that apartment had roaches. It just had roaches.
Yeah.
I used to see them every once in a while. This fucking big, giant.
So gross.
So one time I'm going into the front door and a roach was coming up the steps. There was a roach. He was like, I got to get in there. So I was trying to open the key. I had the key in the door. It was literally like a monster was behind me,
man.
and I was fighting with the fucking key. And I was like, I'm gonna get in here before this roach climbs up. Like you could see in his head, he was like, I gotta get in the house. And as I opened the door, I'm like,
it was
man, I
his
beat
house.
this roach. I get inside, and he flew at my face. And I was like, Jesus, fuck! And he went, and he flew backwards, and I closed the door. And then I looked it up, and yeah, every single roach can fly. Most just don't.
I think the thing is some of them don't know they can fly.
They don't believe in themselves. But every roach, because we all technically we all can fly.
That's so
we
funny.
just don't know that we can. You gotta believe,
We gotta have
B.
the belief. That's so funny.
Oh,
that's so gross.
all right, we're gonna get out of here. Where can people find you, B?
My Instagram is Liz Heather. My website's lizheather.com, and my Twitter is It's Liz Heather.
Thank you guys for listening to the podcast at Nathan McIntosh on Instagram and Twitter. Check out my YouTube channel. Every week I'm trying to put up new stand-up clips until something happens, and then I got to figure out other things. Subscribe to the Patreon. There's a few episodes in there right now. Patreon.com/positiveanger. Rate and subscribe to the podcast on iTunes. Let people know about it. And thank you guys so much for listening. Later.